Okay, let's get started. Unit 13 or lesson 13. The first word is
journalist.
yes.
Means one who writes for, or edits, or manage, or produces, manages, or produces a newspaper, produces
yes,
a newspaper or magazine.
Yes, a reporter in short.
Okay.
Yes, you can say a reporter, particularly a reporter who works for a particular special magazine, as you said, or a journal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sentence A.
Do you know the adjective form of that?
Adjective.
We call it derivatives or parts of a speech.
Journalist. I don't know.
We have it in this lesson. It comes with knowledge, journalistic.
Knowledge, journalistic. Okay.
Yes. Remember, when you just, in order to expand your vocabulary in English, when you just come across a word, you need to learn the other derivatives and parts of a speech. For example, if it is a noun, you can see whether it has a verb form or not. If it has an let's say, preposition for that, or if it has an adjective form. So in so doing, actually, you can expand your vocabulary. We call it derivative.
Okay. Sentence A. There were 4 journalists covering the murder story.
Yeah. How can you reinterpret, or let's say, give me a synonym for covering here?
Covering, maybe assembled the murder story, or explore that story.
Explore
or expand.
Is good. Yeah, it means actually trying to put the pieces of information together in order to make a whole and also make a complete discovery of something.
Right.
Make a complete discovery of something.
Okay.
It means to understand everything, to report everything, every detail.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sentence B. Barbara's experience working at a bookstore wasn't adequate preparation for becoming a journalist.
Adequate preparation for becoming a journalist.
Right.
Adequate means enough, sufficient. So it was not enough for her to become a journalist by just working at a bookstore.
Yes, he had to actually try to qualify for that.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a must. And Barbara is not he, but she.
Oh, she. Okay.
Yes.
Sentence C. A journalist must have a comprehensive knowledge of the city where he or she works.
Okay, very good. Comprehensive means
completely, complete covering.
Yes, it's an adjective, complete.
Complete.
So a journalist must have. Do you know the difference between must and should?
No, I don't know.
Can you guess which one is stronger? One of them is stronger.
Should, it's a must. It's, I think, stronger.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Must shows, let's say, necessity. Should shows obligation or even advice.
Advice, right.
So
I got it.
Okay.
Number 2. Famine means starvation or great shortage.
Yes, great shortage and lack of something or scarcity.
Lack of food here.
Yes, but it may refer to other things. Scarcity is a good word for that. SCARCITY. Scarcity. Okay. So when something is in low supply, that means that actually we have that thing in a low supply. All right. So continue.
Okay. Sentence A. Famine in India caused in India caused the death of 1/10 of the population.
Very good. So what caused so many people to die in India? What was the source of it?
It was the famine or shortage, maybe in food, actually.
Yes. Yeah, famine. It must be food. And
yes.
Also maybe water.
Right.
Yeah, you know, just countries or areas that are poor usually experience famine, and because of some, let's say, lack of facilities. And yes,
that's right. Okay. Sentence B. There has been a famine of good writing in the last decade. Decade.
Okay. There has been a famine. What does famine here mean?
The famine, maybe lack of.
Yes. Also, you can say inadequacy.
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 Okay. Adequacy.
It's a noun. Yes. Adequacy.
Okay. It means that it is not enough, right?
Yes. You know, adequate is the adjective. Adequacy is the noun.
Noun.
Okay, and the opposite of adequacy is inadequacy.
Inadequacy. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
Sorry, I have a question here.
Sure.
Why there is a has been here? They use.
So it refers to. It's a good question. It's the tense of this sentence is present perfect tense.
Okay.
And pay attention to the adverbial clause of time here in the last decade. It means actually from 10 years ago, or since actually, for example, this year is 2016, so it means from 2006.
Okay.
So from 2006, let's say there has been a famine of good working, and it may continue to the present, to the future time as well. So this is all about present perfect tense. It starts in the past, it continues to the present, and it may actually continue to the future tense, future time. Yeah.
Okay, I got
we
it.
have
Thank you.
Present perfect tense. Yes. You're welcome.
Thanks. Sentence C. The rumor of
yes.
The rumor of a famine in Europe was purely fiction.
Europe, the rumor of a famine in Europe was purely fiction. It means that it was it true or let's say false?
It's false.
Yeah, why?
Because it refers to its fiction, pure fiction.
Yeah, it was not realistic.
And rumor.
What is rumor?
Rumor, it's maybe make a story from someone not true.
Yes, when actually some pieces of news are circulated among people, but the source is not really reliable, therefore maybe actually the news is circulated falsely, and this is rumor. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, purely means completely. All right.
Completely. Number 3, revive. Means bring back or come back to life, or consciousness.
Consciousness. Yes, it means the state of being aware.
Or observant.
Yes, observant. Yeah, as we have it here.
Okay.
Observant is an adjective. Consciousness, remember, is a noun, and the adjective form of consciousness is conscious.
Conscious. And what's the meaning of unconscious?
Yeah, unconscious and subconscious, we have two different types. When a person is unconscious, it means that actually he or she is not aware. Maybe actually that person is sleeping, you know, or in a coma.
Okay.
You know, for example, if a person in the ICU, intense care unit, in the hospital, is in a coma, we say that person is unconscious. So he cannot perceive what is happening. But if a person subconscious means something else. You know, we have two different types of mind: conscious mind and subconscious mind. For example, you know, a person, in order to just make a discovery what is happening in that person's subconscious mind. For example, by interpreting dreams, and you know, dream interpretation is intended to see what is happening in the subconscious mind of a person. Is it clear?
Okay. Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, sentence A. There is a movement to revive old plays for modern audiences.
So, what's the meaning of play here in this sentence?
Start.
No.
Or there is a movement to revive old plays. Or games. Or old plays for
pay attention to the word audience.
Okay, audience.
Audience can clarify.
Yes.
So
plays the role maybe in a theater.
Yes. Very good.
Is it right?
Yes, exactly. So play here means shows, SHOW, or spectacles. You know, for example, plays written by Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet and Macbeth. You know. So there is a movement. Movement here means a kind of revolution. It means a big change, you know.
A big cause. Action.
Yes.
Okay.
To revive, to bring back old plays for modern audiences. Maybe actually in opera plays and yeah.
Okay. Sentence B. The nurses try to revive the heart attack victim.
Heart attack victim. So he or she was losing their lives, and the nurses trying to just bring him or her back to life. So bring somebody back to life, it means revive. Particularly, for example, by performing CPR on that person. You know CPR?
Yes, right. I think I saw this word when I went to gym. I think I saw this word there in some matching in the gym.
Yes.
Okay. Sentence C. Committees are trying to revive interest in population control.
Okay. Committees are trying to revive interest in population control. What's the meaning of that? Population control.
I wanted to ask you what's the meaning of that, because I didn't realize what is that.
Yeah, population control, it means actually they just try to control the number of population, the number of people living in one particular area, by just conducting or let's say considering some birth control issues.
Maybe control in increasing or actually
maybe
decreasing, right?
Yes. Exactly. For example, by just giving some facilities to people to be able to control the number of their children, you know. Yeah, this is the kind of, or by giving them consultation, you know.
And also they can analyze population number.
Analysis is just one aspect of that, but the most important is actually the action, that is giving the let's say giving enough knowledge to the families who are reproductive. It means they can produce children, and they can just have children, and so they give them this information. They just give them the facility.
Okay, right. Number 4, comments. Comments means begin or start.
Right.
Sentence A. Graduation will commence at 10 o'clock.
Graduation party, maybe ceremony. Yes.
Okay. Sentence B. Bella hesitated before commencing her speech. Before commencing her speech.
Yes. Why do you think that she hesitated? What could be the reason for?
Actually, maybe I think Bella is she, right?
Yes.
She was nervous. That's how can speech in the stage for audience.
Yes.
There were many audiences.
Great. Yes.
And she was nervous because of this issue.
Bravo. Yes, that could be the main reason for her hesitation.
Right. Okay. Sentence C. The discussion commenced with a report on urban affairs.
With a report on urban affairs.
Right.
So, what did the discussion start with?
With a report on urban affairs.
Yes, and how can you explain about affairs? What's affair? What's an affair here?
Affair. Those who are not local in a place.
Those? You mean?
Yes, some people. More people.
No, it does not refer to people.
Or
refers to matters, things, issues, tasks.
Okay.
You know, whatever that should be done.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 5. Observant. Observant.
Okay.
Means quick to notice or watchful.
Right.
Okay. Sentence A. We were observant. Observants of the conflict between the husband and his wife.
So, were they agreeable or not? The husband and the wife.
Not.
Were they in agreement? No.
No.
There have been conflicts between them. So, let me see. Instead of observant, you can also say cognizant. Means aware
cognizant.
of. Yes. C-O-G, N-I, cogni.
Let's write.
Yes. C-O-G-N-I.
Okay.
Z-A-N-T. Cognizant of. Means aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Familiar with.
Okay. Cognizant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sentence B. Because Kato was observant,
Mm-hmm.
he was able to reveal the thief's name.
So, yeah, why could he just reveal the thief's name?
Actually, was observant, was able to reveal.
Yeah, because he was there, and he was observing. You know, the verb form of observant is observe, and the noun form of that is
observing.
The noun is observation.
Okay.
Observation, and the adjective form is observant. Observant is an adjective.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sentence C. Milt used his excellent vision to be observant of everything in his vicinity.
Yes. So he had an excellent eyesight, and he used it to be able to see whatever happening in his nearby, you know, in his neighborhood, yes, around him. Yes.
Number 6. Recognize as being identify.
Yes.
Means recognize as being recognize.
Yes, recognize.
Or show to be, or a certain person or thing prove to be the same.
Yes.
Okay, sentence A. Numerous witnesses identified the butcher as the killer.
Yes, because they could recognize him, and they just witness, or let's say testify.
Okay.
Testify. Maybe actually they appear in the court of law to testify that the butcher was the killer. You know, testify?
No.
Testify, for example, if you have seen something, if you have seen a scene, and then you just appear in the court of law in front of the judge and jury, and you say, first of all, I promise to tell the truth, and then I saw that person and he murdered or killed another person. You just testify that. Is it clear?
Okay. Right, it's clear.
Okay.
Okay, sentence B. Mrs. Shaw was able to identify the painting as being hers.
Yeah, maybe actually the painting was not clear, or there was something wrong with that, or maybe actually it was burnt. Hello, do you have my voice?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Yeah, there was something wrong about the painting. Maybe actually it was burnt in fire, but she could recognize it. She could just identify it, that it was hers. It means it belonged to her.
Okay.
Hers is a possessive pronoun, and it shows possession of something.
Okay. Sentence C. With only a quick glimpse, Reggie was able to identify his girlfriend in the crowd.
So, with only a quick glimpse means?
A quick view.
Look.
Okay.
Yes. He just take a short look at something, and he could recognize his girlfriend in the crowd. Maybe actually his girlfriend was so conspicuous, she could stand out, say stand out. If you stand out in a crowd or population, it means that actually you have some particular features that make you different from others, so that other people could recognize you very soon.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, we say that person is conspicuous.
Let me write CO.
Let me write it to you.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Conspicuous, CONSPICUOUS.
OUS. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, number 7. Migrate.
Migrate.
Migrate. Migrate. Means move from one place to another.
Good.
Sentence A. The fruit pickers migrated to wherever they could find work.
Yes, the fruit pickers migrated. Second syllable.
Migrated
to wherever they could find work. First of all, they should have fruits to pick. So they must migrate to places,
right,
let's say in a very massive supply.
Okay.
When there is a famine, they could not go to that place if there is a famine there. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Sentence B. Much of our population is constantly migrating to other areas of the country.
Very good. Good pronunciation.
Thank you.
Much of our population is constantly means?
Constant, fixed, frequently, maybe fixed. I think it's good means for this.
Always. Yeah.
Always.
All the time. Always. Yes. Incessantly. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Sentence C.
Continuously. Also, you can say continuously.
Continuously.
Yes. Non-stop.
Non-stop. Right. My grandfather migrated to New York from Italy in 1919.
New York.
New
the
York.
Stress is on York.
Okay.
My grandfather migrated to New York from Italy. Italino. Italy.
Italy.
Yes, in 1919.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 8. Vessel.
Vessel.
Means
Yes.
a ship, a hollow container, or tube containing body fluid.
Yes.
Fluid.
Yeah, it has some several meanings. One of them means, as you said, a body, let's say vein. Also, you can say vein that contains blood. The other one actually ship. Yes, continue.
Okay, sentence A. The Girl Scouts were permitted a glimpse of the vessel being built when they toured the Navy Yard.
Navy Yard. Yes. Who is a Girl Scout? Or Boy Scout, also you can say.
I don't know what's the meaning of scouts.
Yeah, I think I don't know if we had it in previous sessions or not, but that's okay. A girl or Boy Scout are boys or girls at a school who are representative of others, who are really cooperative children or students, let's say students, and they just take the responsibility of let's say organizing some tasks at a school.
Okay.
You see? So
yes.
They are representative.
Representative. Actually, have we this word in Persian? Okay.
To take some responsibilities.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
And sorry, I have a question here.
Sure.
When we can actually write with capital letter in the sentence, as you can see here, we have Girl Scouts, but we can see G and S, both of them are capital letter. When we can write like this?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the names of people, for example, Arash, should always be capitalized. The names of cities, countries, months, for example, January, February, and also days of a week or weekdays. And names of places, as for example, Damavand, and also if the word or is located at the beginning of a sentence, you need to capitalize it. And also the other one, actually, if you want to put some emphasis on some words, in order to make it more important, make it seem more important in the eyes of the reader and audience, you need to capitalize them. It shows that they are really important and they are not ordinary words. Here it shows that actually just the Girl Scouts, not the other students. Just the Girl Scout.
Just Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sentence B. My father bears the blood vessel when he got the bill from the garage.
Garage is American, garage is British.
Garage.
Yes, garage is American.
Garage.
So what happened to his father?
Actually, I detected that his father became angry when he saw the bill, when he got the bill. Is it idiom here?
No.
Bears the blood vessel?
No, it's not an idiom. It means actually my father got wounded, one of the veins or vessels, blood vessels, was just torn, and there was a flow of blood from that place. He got wounded. He got injured.
Right. Okay.
When he was just, for example, taking out the bill from the garage, maybe there was a sharp pointed object in the garage and he got wounded, and there was a stream of blood coming from that injured part or organ of his body.
Okay. Thank you. Sentence C. Congress voted to decrease the amount of money being spent on space vessels.
What's the meaning of a space vessel?
Space vessel.
There are two other synonyms for that.
Here it refers to decrease amount of money being spent. Space vessel, maybe in it refers to ship, or
it's not ship. You're just let's say, or exaggerating the A. It's between A and E. It's ship. Spaceship, spacecraft.
Spaceship.
Yes.
Okay.
Spaceship, spacecraft. Also.
Okay.
Yeah. Congress voted to decrease the amount of money or budget. Okay,
or
being spent on
conduct the amount of money, right?
Control it. To bring it under control, to take it under control. It means that actually, for example, NASA should not spend so much money on that. And they just limited the budget. the money that is just specified for some projects here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Number 9. Persist. Means continue firmly, or refuse to stop, or refuse to stop or be changed.
Yes.
Sentence A. The humid weather persisted all summer.
Yeah, it means that we had humid weather during the whole summer.
Right.
Entirely.
Do you
know the noun form of humid?
Humidity.
Very good. Humidity. And even actually the verb form is humidify.
Humidify.
Yes.
Okay, sentence B. Would Lauren's weird behavior persist? We all wondered.
Yeah, we all wondered. What does that mean?
Wonder. All wondered. It's actually they wondered about Lauren's behavior.
Behavior. Yeah, wondered means here.
Here.
You can guess.
Yes, here. Maybe wondered. No, I don't know. Maybe
for example, I can say, I wonder if you know the meaning of this sentence.
It was amazed. It was be amazed for them.
No. You know, when you say, I wonder if something is true or not, it means that I don't know about that, and I like to know about that.
Okay.
For example, I wonder if tomorrow is rainy.
Okay.
It means I'm not sure if tomorrow is rainy, but I like to know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder he means that.
Here means that they wanted to know the cause of Lauren's behavior.
Weird behavior.
And
if she would continue having that weird or strange behavior, because it says, would Lauren's weird behavior or strange behavior persist or continue? And we all wondered. It means we all wanted to know if she would continue acting so weirdly.
Okay. Sorry, what is the difference between persist and insist?
Very good, yeah. Insist, it does not have a very positive interpretation. You know, it means that, for example, if somebody says that you should not use something, but you insist on that. First of all, actually, the preposition is on or upon.
Okay.
You know, insist on something. It means that you are so assertive. You are tenacious. Tenacious. It means that you just do not forget about that. You are so, you stick to that.
Okay.
And maybe actually you are not allowed. You know, people do not like you to do that. For example, if a boy insists on marriage or marrying with a girl, and the girl does not like it, or the other way around. Actually, a girl insists on marrying a boy, and the boy does not like it. You know, it is not pleasant. It is unwanted. It is unpleasant.
For example, all of mothers in the world, I think, insist on their children that eats good things, good food, and good meal, a helpful meal with vitamin and something else.
Yeah, but usually usually is used in negative situations.
Okay.
What you just said is positive. They just want their children to receive all the nutrients.
Okay, maybe their children actually don't eat good things, and their mother insists on them that's eat.
Yes,
good
exactly.
things.
But the other one actually persist comes with in. Persist in something.
Persist in, insist on.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And you almost always, when you use persist, it has something to do with positive things. It means have persistence. The noun form is persistence.
Persistence.
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, when you just start a project, be persistent. Also, the adjective is persistent. So be persistent in that, or have persistence in that. It means do not give up. Do not give up. Give up means let's say quit.
Okay, and
do
stop
not quit.
That.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome.
Sentence C. LELB, I think.
LELB. I lost the line. Hold on.
Number 9. LELB persisted. Persisted in exaggerating everything he said.
Yes, persisted in exaggerating or magnifying everything he said. Maybe actually the other people did not believe him, and he said, "I'm right." And you need to listen to me, and he wanted to convince others that he was right.
Okay. Number 10, hazy.
Right.
Means misty or smoky or unclear.
Very good.
Sentence A. The vicinity of London is known to be hazy.
Yeah, it's smoky, even foggy, foggy.
Because of factories, pollution,
and also humidity, humidity and a lot of evaporation, and as you said, yes, because of the polluted area,
right,
or air pollution.
Sentence B. Factories that pollute the air create hazy weather conditions.
Yes, factories that pollute the air create hazy weather conditions. It's clear.
Right. Sentence C. Although Cora had a great memory, she was unusually hazy about the details of our meeting on January 16th.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Although Cora had a great memory, she was unusually hazy about the details of our meeting so she did not have a very fresh memory of what happened. She was unusually, and it was not typical of her. It was in ordinary situations. Actually, she remembered every details of everything, every occasion, but here exceptionally.
Maybe she was tired and she was thinking about something.
Let me read it one more. I had a great memory. She was unusually hazy about the details of our meeting. Maybe actually, I think she did not like to memorize or remember everything. Maybe actually the meeting was not really pleasant, and she just intentionally forgot about that.
Okay.
It's not clear. It's hazy even actually. Yeah.
Okay. 11.
11.
11. Gleam.
With long
means,
E. Very good.
Okay, means a flash or beam of light.
Very good. Beam and gleam. Yes.
Okay.
These are long E's.
Long, right. Sentence A. A gleam of light shone through. I have big problem with these words.
Yeah, you need to underline them, highlight them, and then after the class, you know.
But I practiced about I had practiced about these words, but there are many kind of these words like this.
For example,
and,
can you write them? How do you pronounce this one? Though.
South?
No. Though. It is though. For example, we have even though. Let me write.
I don't know how can I.
Even though. Minimal pairs, we call them minimal pairs. It means some words that are spelled very closely and they have almost close pronunciation but different meanings. So this is one, and the other, how about this word? Thought.
This is it thought or not?
Thought, no. Thought. It doesn't have any a sound. Okay.
Thought.
And this is the past and also past participle form of think. And also it means thinking. The noun form of thought, thinking. Okay. And also we have this one, as you said. Through. Yes, it means actually in the middle of something. You know, through. And also we have another one. How about this one? Thorough. Thorough. It means, you know.
Is a complete.
Very good. Yes. Thoroughness means actually perfectionism. Yeah. Thorough means complete, comprehensive. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. So you need to work them in, let's say, comparison with each other in juxtaposition. You place them together near each other, you know, and you try to compare and contrast them. And you have to just remember, writing them down and giving your maximum attention to them can solve your problem.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. For example, about quit, quiet. Yeah. These are again.
I know them. Yes.
Yeah. That was just an example. Yes. Okay. Continue, please.
Sentence B. The only source of light in the cellar came in the form of a gleam through a hole in the wall.
Through. Yes.
Through.
The only source of light in the cellar. Cellar means basement.
Cellar, basement.
Yes.
Underground place.
Very good. Yes. In the form of a gleam through a hole in the wall. Okay, it's clear.
Okay. Sentence C. My grandmother gets a gleam in her eyes when she sees the twins.
It's
twins.
Not the. It's
twins.
Yeah. So she became. She became what?
She gets a gleam. Eyes. Blind.
Oh, come on.
Okay. My grandmother.
No. Blind.
Gets sorry, she becomes happy.
Yes.
Yes.
overjoyed, and or let's say she was filled with joy. She was so enthusiastic. Maybe actually the twins were her grandchildren.
Right.
You know, the twins were her grandchildren. So she was so happy, as you said,
yes,
upon seeing her grandchildren. Okay.
Okay. Number 12, editor.
Very good.
Means person who prepares a publication, or one who corrects a manuscript.
Manuscript. The stress mark or underline there?
Sorry?
Or do you
yes,
put
I highlight
okay,
in PDF.
yeah. Because otherwise you easily forget.
Yes, I know. Manuscript, script,
yes,
and helps to improve it.
Okay. So what is a manuscript?
A manuscript, maybe a text that's
yes,
written with the hand. Maybe some people.
Manu means hand. You know, that's why we have manual. It means something that is done with your hands. And the script means writing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everything that is written with hand. The first draft of something. For example, if you want to write an article and publish it and submit it to a journal, first you write. The first draft is a manuscript, and then, for example, before publication. And for example, the editor, particularly the editor-in-chief, asks you to just make some corrections. Okay. And he or she says that you need to just correct and edit these parts. So in order to be able to publish it. Okay. So before publication, it is manuscript.
Actually, I think we can use who corrects a draft of something. Is it right?
It's not a person. Manuscript is a piece of writing. It's not a person. You know, for example, you want to write a short story, and then you want to publish it in a journal. Okay,
I know, but I mentioned about the meaning of editor. That's I mentioned a person who corrects a draft instead of manuscripts. I think we can put draft.
Draft, is the first copy of something, and even actually when you are done with your draft, you yourself just actually correct it. Before asking for the assistance of an editor, you yourself just make some changes to that. Okay, and it will become draft is the first copy, is the first, let's say, analysis, and you yourself evaluate it and maybe actually add or remove some parts of that or change it, and that before actually sending it to the editor, it is manuscript. And when the editor asks you to make some changes for the sake of publication, that is no longer a manuscript, and that is actually close to publication.
Okay, right. Sentence A. This student was proud. Was proud to be the editor of the school newspaper.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Sentence B. Meredith's journalistic knowledge came in handy when he was unexpectedly given the job of editor of the bulletin.
Yes.
Bulletin.
So here we have journalistic. Do you remember?
Yes.
So his journalistic knowledge or skill came in handy. It was useful. It was helpful and when he was unexpectedly given the job of editor.
Okay.
So it's clear, I think.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay.
Sentence C. It's undeniable that the magazine has gotten better since Ellis became editor.
Yes, it is undeniable that the magazine has gotten better since Ellis became editor.
Okay.
So it was Ellis who just improved the overall conditions of the magazine.
Right.
By becoming or just performing as an editor.
Okay, right.
All right. So thank you for your listening. I'm Dr. Hariri and I can help you to improve your English academically in preparation for the IELTS and TOEFL exam. Here you can see my contact information including my telephone number, Skype ID, and also website address at lelb.net, and in the footer area of the website you can have all the other necessary contact information in order to stay in touch with me. Thank you and have a great time.